Good morning, my friends. This is Karen Whooley, and I am so glad you are here. It's a big day for me. I am starting a new live stream that is daily, Monday through Friday. I know today's Thursday. Usually people start on a Monday, but I'm so excited. I wanted to get an introduction in there for you. So, first of all, for those of you who have never met me before, I am Karen Whooley. I've been a crochet designer for 28 years, and I am also an author. I have written 26 books, and I've also traveled the country since 2004 teaching classes all over the United States at large events, small events, shops, all sorts of places. So, and I also teach online as well. You may know me from Craftsy. I do have 2 classes there also. This is really exciting because and I have a list here because I want to make sure I cover everything. I'm really excited because you are here. This is something new I'm going to be doing. And if you're watching after the fact, I want to welcome you also. I know it's 7:30 a.m. my time, which is the Pacific time zone. And I'm doing that on purpose because I really want this to be a daily thing. I design thoroughly tested patterns, and I love helping crocheters build confidence with lighter weight yarns, lace weight, fingering weight, DK weight. Those are my sweet spots. And again, if you're watching after the fact, I'm glad you're here also. So, what is the morning hook? So, I hope you guys like the play on words I have here. It's going to be a short, casual daily stream. It's not a tutorial, it's not a class. It's just me and my community in my studio. So, you can see my studio behind me. I have my cup of coffee here, and I don't know how many of you are Outlander fans, but I just watched the last Outlander last week, and I'm really sad that it's over. I got to go back and watch all those books. But this today, I have my cafe latte in my my mug for Outlander. Anyway, so this is going to air Monday through Fridays at 7:30 a.m. Pacific time. It's just going to be a little morning ritual for me, and hopefully for soon for you too. It's going to be a lot of fun to chat with you. It's only going to run from 10 to 30 minutes every morning, Monday through Friday. And it all depends on the topic I'm talking about and how the conversation flows. So if you're here live, make sure you jump into the comments and say hello. If not, if you're here after the fact, make sure you put comments below this video and let me know that you watched and what you thought. And if you're planning to come back at any point. The vibe for this event is kind of a coffee chat, or this live is going to be like a coffee chat. I'll have my coffee and we're going to just chat. I will have topics every day for the most part, but it's going to be random as we go through it. And again, you are part of this show, so I want to make sure that you all are involved. So if you have questions, I may answer them the next day if you're watching after the fact, but it's really important to me that you do get involved. Okay, so what to expect? So what to expect, like I said, it's going to rotate. The topics they're going to vary from week to week. The one consistent thing I am going to do, though, however, is on Wednesdays, I'm going to do Whip Wednesday. So I'm going to be showing you projects I'm working on, and they could be crochet or they could be knit because I do both. Even though I am primarily a crocheter, I do knit, and I do have a couple projects that I'm working on right now that are in knitting that are more for me. And that's part of what I want this live stream to be also, is me sharing who I am. A lot of you see me on in classes, or you see me on social media, but you don't get to know who I am. And that's so important to me, that you know who I am and I get to know you as well. So that's part of what this is. You're going to get a flavor of the things I might chat about starting this week. So things like, my stash, books, patterns, what's on my hook. behind the scenes of my design work. A lot of people don't realize there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. And I'm going to give you a little insight every week on some of that as well. And let's see, works in progress. What else did I say? I just lost behind. Oh, I'm not going to lock into a rigid schedule. So it's not like Mondays is this, Tuesdays is that. The only thing that's going to be consistent is Whip Wednesday, which everybody who's been on social media or on YouTube or wherever know what Whip Wednesday is. That's when we share what we're working on, our works in progress. The best way to influence topics that I talk about is to show up in chat and tell me what you want to talk about. Make sure that if you're watching after the fact, because I know this is early, especially for my West Coast people, and if you're watching from anywhere else around the world, please let me know where you're watching from. I'd love to know. If you put it in the comments after you watch the video, anything, if there's something that I talked about in a video and you want me to expand on that, let me know, because that's how I will be going from topics to topics. I fully expect for the next couple weeks, I'm going to definitely be kind of going through some of the things that I have here in my studio that I want to talk about. But going forward, I want to make sure that I cover things that you guys are all interested in. Okay. And then if you are not already a subscriber to my channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the bell so that you know when I go live every Monday through Friday. So that's really important. Okay. So to start us off with this first live stream of the Morning Hook, I want to talk about a little live event that's happening. And if you've been watching my shorts, you know I am starting next week with the Summer of Socks. And I'm not going to talk about that today. I might add that in tomorrow. But I want to talk about the live or the short that I posted yesterday about my trip to Italy. So I'm going to share my screen here for a second. There we are. On my website, I have this page, and I'm going to put this on the screen as well. I am planning a trip to Italy in 2028, and I have a page on my website, and I've got the link here below, and it's also in the show notes below this video. But on this page, it talks about the trip, and you have two places that you can click to go to the forum. This one here is a button that says, "Tell me you're interested." And then Italy's kind of near and dear to my heart because my nonna learned to crochet in Italy. My background's in Italian laces. So if you've never heard my story, make sure you go to my website and check it out. Nothing is set in stone with this trip yet, but here are some of the things that I'm talking to Knitting Tours, who is the company I'm working with to get this scheduled and planned. These are just some of the things that we're talking about. Milan is definitely going to be the home base. We're going to have hands-on crochet workshops. If the stars all align for this, we will go down to Lucca in Tuscany, where my nonna grew up. She actually grew up in a suburbs little town called Guamo, and I'm hoping to get down there because there's Pisa down there, and there's a lot of lace everything down there. There's some fiber experiences. We'll go to mills and shops, and we'll do some classes and cultural things. There's going to be meals together, iconic landmarks. So it's not just the crochet landmarks or knitting landmarks. We're going to see some of the Duomo and things like that. And unhurried days where we'll have things that maybe in the morning, in the afternoons are free to do whatever you want, that kind of thing. And of course, it'll be a community of makers, crocheters, and a few knitters, because I've already talked to a few people who do both and would be interested. And if you love this craft, and you want to do travel, this is the way to do it. So this is going to happen sometime in 2028. We're looking at August or September, not 100% sure what the dates are yet, because we're still researching a lot of the things. But in order for me to put this all together, I need to know that I have people that are interested and that want to come. So if you are interested, the link is up at the bottom of the page or in the show notes if you're watching after the fact too, and you click on it. You can go to this page, read everything I've got here, and click one of these buttons that I have here. There's a little bit about me too that you might want to know. But this is so exciting. I'm so excited. I've already had a lot of people interested. And if you're interested, even if you're not interested, there's a question about another trip that I might be doing. So make sure you check out that form and check and let me know your thoughts. So I just noticed a couple comments in here. Carlene just came in. Good morning, Carlene. It's good to see you. I'm so glad you're here. And she says she's so excited. I think she's excited about that Europe or that trip to Italy because I had talked to her about it before. So I'm really excited about that. Okay, make sure you come back for future episodes because I am going to be chatting a little bit more about going to Italy. So, and again, if you are able to click on that form and just answer a few questions, takes less than 3 minutes, probably less than 2 minutes, but it's all multiple choice with one. Let me know anything else. That'd be great. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Okay, so the other thing I want to talk about really quick, and I'm not trying to sell you on anything, I just want to let you know that I do have a crochet crew. And if you go to my website, which is under my name right here, or there's a link directly to the Crochet Crew in the show notes. The Crochet Crew is my membership program. It allows you to go deeper into crochet, into what I do, that kind of thing. Let's see, it's a community for crocheters who want to go deeper into their craft and their skills. So that's the first thing. I have the link again in the show notes. You can go direct to find out about the Crochet Crew. It's where the deeper conversations happen. I know a lot of people who watch my YouTube videos are Crochet Crew members, and we do have right now, there's a Discord chat where they go in and chat about crochet and things that they're working on, but they also get freebies. And one of the freebies is, you can see behind here, this shawl. This was my Mr. Crochet Along that we did for the month of May. Today is our last day, and then the pattern will be going live tomorrow to the public. But that's one of the things that they get for free. Other people had to pay for the pattern and had to pay for the extra help and things like that. Crochet Crew gets that free, plus they get the Discord. And then the Summer of Socks starts on June 1st, and they get all the patterns for free. They get all the help for free. Well, everybody gets the help for free, but they get all the patterns for free. Plus they have a place to chat inside the Discord channel. So that's just something to think about. Check out the show notes for the link, or you can go to my website and see the links there. Okay. So again, this is my first one, I'm very excited. If you're watching live here or after the fact, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe and click the bell so that you get notified when I go live every Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. Pacific. I'd really love to have you here. Also, I want to just make sure that you know you can always find me on Instagram, and my handle is @Karen Designs. If you're on Facebook, I do have a Facebook. I'm not super active there, but I do have a Facebook. Here's the link for that. All of these will be in the show notes as well. And of course, I have my website, which is KarenWhooley.com. And again, I'll put this up really quick if you're interested in going to Italy, or even if you're just kind of curious to watch and go along, fill out that form and let me know what you think. Okay. So thank you everyone for being here for my first episode. It actually went a little longer than I was expecting. I thought I'd be under 10 minutes, but we're almost at the 15-minute mark. Thank you. It means a lot that you came either live or watching after the fact. It's so important to me to have community in crochet. It seems like these days with the internet, everybody is so far flung. There's really not a whole lot of time to do an in-person connection these days. Some of my people don't have yarn shops close by, things like that. So I want to find a way to bring my community together every day. And this is a great way to do it. So I'm really excited you're here. Tomorrow I'll be back. I have a book review for you tomorrow. I just got this book in the mail this week, and I am so excited to share it with you. So stay tuned for tomorrow. And again, if you make sure you subscribe and follow and visit, and if you have any comments or anything that you'd like to chat about, please put it in the comments. And thanks again. Ciao, everybody. Have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye, y'all.